Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is a bit later than I usually make my video. Went to the dermatologist today, and we had a few errands to run. Gary needed some shorts and t-shirts and stuff, so we popped to a couple of shops first. So we went out quite early, and then we still had lots of time to kill, so we went to a little shopping centre, only a small one, and then we popped into the pub opposite the dermatologist's, and I sat and had a Coke until it was time to go in. And while we were there, I got a phone call, and it was Charlotte in labour. So after I'd finished, because they were further away, so I still had time to do my appointment, we had to meet them at the hospital and take River so they could go in. And so the baby is now here. He is I've had a photo. I won't show you because it's not my photo. I just you know, maybe she wouldn't want people to see her having just given birth. So but he was £7.11, so it's quite big. Not massive, but you know, quite big. And it was a nice easy birth, so, and quick. So that was all done, and they're going to probably discharge her today, but Gary will have River overnight anyway. But oh, you know, every time I go to have this dermatology appointment, something happens and I have to cancel it. So I thought, oh, I'm going to cancel it. And she said, oh no, it's all right, it will take us a while to get there. So I thought, oh well, if I go in there and there's masses queuing and wait in the waiting room, I'll have to say sorry, got to cancel. But I got in there, I was the only one there, so straight in and straight out. So that noise is Gary clearing up dinner stuff. I had a very healthy dinner. I had salad, kind of like a prawn cocktail in a way, and I had big prawns and crayfish on it. It's really nice. That's it, just a bowl of. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, dermatologist. She I told her what I was putting on my eye, and she sort of like, you should never put that on your face. I said, oh well, it helped. She said it probably would help at first, but it would probably make it worse in the long run. I said, oh okay. Well, I haven't been doing it for very long. So she looked at it under her little, you know, and she thinks it's eczema. So I've reached the ripe old age of 22. What? Anyway, and never had eczema before, and now here I am, if she's right, with eczema. Obviously she's had a few years at school, so she ought to know what she's talking about, but you know. So I've got lots and lots of creams. She gave me a bag of creams. I still had the 2 bags she gave me before, but I've got a lot of it now. Some new ones in there actually, and so yeah, I'll use those, and one of them you can use as a soap, so hopefully it will be a moisturising soap for my hands when I'm in there. So I've put it on once, and you know what, it feels a lot nicer. It does. I've only put it on once, but this feels better. I don't have all this peeling going on. It feels kind of weird because it's obviously not perfect skin. It's still got peely bits on it, but it's not irritating at all. So fingers, toes and tits crossed that it's it and it's going to work. Oh, quite exhausted though by the time we got back, and Gary wants to go out and see the sunset on the beach. I think, oh, if I get my stuff done, but yeah, it'd be nice. But a lot of walking involved today, and I've walked further, I must say, but my hips, both of them, were killing me. Do you remember a little while ago I had hip problems? And they were both really hurting. He said, this does not bode well for Las Vegas. And it really doesn't. So I need to get out and do more walking along the beach and the seafront and have nice evening walks and stuff. I think that's why Gary's trying to get us out. And I went, this evening though might not be the best time. I've already exhausted myself, but never mind. It'll either cure me or kill me, one of the two. I don't know yet. Yarn's coming tomorrow, hopefully. I mean, they said it would be Tuesday, so I'm really hoping. And I've ordered some new boxes. Stupid thing. I looked for companies, and then I looked at this particular company. Something told me they were local. I can't remember what. But I just felt like they I'd be able to collect them, you know. So I looked it up, and they were right by where I used to live. And not that I'd ever seen them before, because they're new. So I emailed them, and they messaged me back this morning saying, sorry, we only ship. We can't have people here to, I thought, collect. And I thought, well, it's ridiculous, really. Why not? You know, if you're local, you can pop in. They can pack your order, and all you got to do is turn up. Don't understand. A bit of click and collecting. What's wrong with that? Oh well, so now I've got to wait for them to arrive when I could have picked them up today on the way back. Makes no sense. Oh well. Yeah, so it's been really sunny today and hot. That might have been why I was kind of feeling a bit all done in, because it was mega hot. I'd put loads of factor on. I'd really factored my face. Oh, it doesn't like focusing if I've disturbed its vision. But yeah, put loads on. So hopefully, if all I shall have is a healthy pink glow and not blistering bright red lobster. Used to do that when I was young. Bit of a lobster situation. And the only thing with not wearing sunscreen, if you're freckly, is that you end up with really bright freckles. And when I was a child, I used to hate that. When I suddenly look in the mirror and it'd be like, oh, shock, you know, where did this giraffe woman come from? But, you know, hated it. Mum would say, when you get your tan, then it'll be all right. They'll kind of even out. Didn't really. Just very freckly. But I learned how to get to stop that from happening was to put some sunscreen on. So, yeah, I hate that. You know, if you're actually caught out in the sun and you haven't prepared and suddenly giraffe face. Yeah, lovely. Let's have a look at the picture today. So yesterday was a bit of a fiery, looks like a pyramid. I haven't got a clue what it was. Oh, this looks like, is it Moth Gideon? Bit of moth, I reckon that is. Bit of moth. Let's see. The assurance I give is this. I will act in my own self-interest, which at this time involves your cooperation and benefit, by Moth Gideon. How about that? Or otherwise known as Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. Yeah. So I'm quite impressed with myself knowing he was Moth Gideon. Check me out. Oh yes, we've got the mum months. What ones did we do? Itchy forehead. We have Patch Day and cry about the time change. Yep, we're on April. April brings a day of pranks, showers, bring flowers, and so much mud. Hope your kids aren't as afraid of the Easter Bunny as you are of doing your taxes. It's definitely an American book, this. Definitely. Mostly. Obviously I have to do my taxes because I am self-employed, but mostly you just get it's pay as you earn, and you shouldn't really even need to do a tax return. I think I've ever done one once, a proper tax return, until last year. Cheers. I've got my congratulations on your 5k cup. It's just a tad out of date now. my God, I needed that. I have been dying for a cup of tea. And I was so thirsty while we were out. And I had a couple of Cokes while I was waiting to go into dermatology. And they didn't really touch the sides. I was so thirsty. I get home, I'm going to have a lovely cup of tea. And there was all these things that I had to do. So I didn't get it until now. But, oh, I needed that. It's lovely. And even though I made it myself, it's usually nicer when someone else does it for you. I want to show you that picture, but it's not my face. She won't know. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. We'll just keep it between us, okay? You and us, right? There we go. There he is. There he is. Looks like his dad a bit. I didn't look like that when I had babies. when I had Paul, seriously, I was so depleted of all energy, and I was ill for 6 months after I had him because it was all just so bad. And so I looked like this. And then, not quite, but you know, when I had Michael, I was knocked out for it, so so I went to sleep, woke up, and there he was. So, yeah. To this day, I still don't know what it's like to actually give birth. I've got 2 kids, but thank goodness I didn't have to do it. I still had to push for my Paul, but I didn't feel a thing. And you know, you hear these people, they say, oh, we let it wear off a bit when you get to the push stage. It's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. But they knew, I think, that I was in labour for 48 hours with Paul, and I was so tired, and I think they knew that I couldn't have coped with that. They actually said to me that the drip they're going to give me would be unbearable, and you can't have it if you're not going to have the epidural. We won't give it to you. So that was kind of a done deal that I was going to have that. Oh, I got some clothes today. I wasn't really going to buy any for me, but I got some t-shirts because most of mine are a bit on the tired side. This one's not too bad. It kind of looks a bit grey because it is. But yeah, most of them are either too big or too kind of, well, worn, you know, past the best. And I also bought a kind of dress, but it's I bought a long one. Yeah, check me out. I bought a long dress, but it's a sundress, and it's strappy. I don't do strappy. I don't like my arms. No one sees them. But I bought this chiffon coat that goes over the top. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get lots of strappy things, and I'm going to wear that with it, because that is perfect. So from now on, anything strappy is the only thing with that is I've got to have nice underwear. You can't just wear this, you know, shaper underwear, and got to get something a little bit nicer, you know. I've got a few, but I fancy one with like sparkly straps. If I'm going to be strappy, might as well get like a, you know, statement a statement strap. Although my chiffon might catch on it, so it wouldn't be a good idea. So there, I got that. And I tried on loads of tops, and one of them was gigantic. I think it was meant to be, but I thought that's hideous. Really, that really is. So I got a couple of other tops. 2 strappy ones. One's a strappy top, one's a strappy dress. So yeah, but I don't think I'd wear the flowy thing with the strappy top unless I have a skirt. And that's a possibility. And I did see some chub rub kind of shorts, which I think I might have to get, because you know, walking around in the heat if I'm going to wear a dress or a skirt, I'm going to end up with chub rub. And not that I have chubby legs, but I do end up with chub rub. Sensitive skin, that's why. Not because of the chub. Just saying. So I got an email today from James C. Brett, and I thought, did I pay for that then? I can't remember. I must have done. I'm not sure. But they did send me an invoice, so I'll have to check it out, look into it. So I've already had one of my orders, and I've got one supposedly coming tomorrow. That's the biggie. And then hopefully I'll have another one. I'm not really sure that I have paid for that one yet. Maybe that I have to check it out. Life is a blur at the moment. Everything just flies by, and such a blur. And oh, this chair is quite uncomfortable today. What else have we got to see? It's a very action-packed and filled kind of day. We were just going to go shopping, you know, so that we're actually in the vicinity of the dermatologist, so I wouldn't be late. Go to the dermatology, and then Gary was going to come home and sit in the garden with a few beers. That was our day. And then I said, oh, I'll do my videos, and I might go out in the yarn van and do a little bit, sit out with Gary. But it kind of, events took over. And yeah. So Ezra, his name is, I can now tell you. Ezra is here. So, cheers, guys. I didn't sleep very well last night. Having had very little sleep the night before, I thought I would just go bang, you know, and that'd be it, and I'd be in a coma until, you know, 9. But no, I didn't get to sleep until about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I woke up at 7. What the, you know, I've got a feeling it might just be too bright in the bedroom in the mornings, even with the blinds. I might have to get backup blinds behind the blinds just to kind of block out a bit of that light. Otherwise, you know, I'm not going to sleep all summer really. And then it was hot, so I put on my air conditioning, and that was kind of because I wasn't able to just fall asleep. You know, when you're really tired and you can sleep for anything. That wasn't me. So I had to put earplugs in to tolerate the noise. Ugh. But one good thing is I haven't got them on now. But the other day, maybe a couple of weeks back actually, I took my rings off, and one fell out my hand, and it fell to the ground, and I saw it bounce, and then I never saw it again. And I looked all around the bedroom and I couldn't find it. So Gary said, I reckon it rolled under the bed. And I said, but it's round obviously, but it goes up with stones in, so it's not exactly a fully round ring. He said, yeah, but I reckon it's rolled under the bed. So he kind of like got a torch and lifted it up, and he went, yeah, it's in the middle of the bed. I said, how can it get all the way in the middle? And I didn't have enough clearance to push the bed all the way over either side. So I had a little look today and I couldn't get at it. So Gary came in, lifted the bed up, and I managed to find it. So I've actually got my ring back. And I said, I hope it's under there, because you know when he said it was under there, I started to doubt it when I couldn't find it when I was pushing the bed around. Because I thought I'd hoovered since then and thrown it away. So anyway, I don't want to throw that away. No. But I've got it back. So yeah, I had it on today, but you know when it's really hot, I don't know about you, but I swell up. I'm not really this fat. I've just swollen up in the heat. But my feet have been swollen all day. And my sandals, they were fine when I left, and suddenly they're all tight, you know. And I can loosen them off, but I thought, you know, I'm going to bother. But my fingers were swelling and my rings were tight, and I thought, oh. Gary said, it'll be worse in Las Vegas, you know. I said, yes, I do, I know. But hopefully that just means that my sandals that I bought that are roomy are going to be good on holiday, because my feet will swell. Otherwise, they rattle around in there. But it's all right, they're still comfy. That's all that matters, is a bit of comfort. Gone are the days when I pour my little poor feet into stilettos or the like, you know. Never going to do that again, ever. In fact, we were talking, Gary and I, earlier, and he said, I need a pair of shoes for the wedding. And I said, well, I don't possess a pair of shoes. And I might have an absolute ton that would put Imelda Marcos to shame, footwear, but I don't possess a pair of shoes. I've got lots of boots, and lots of ankle boots. I've got lots of sliders and lots of trainers, which are sneakers for you guys across the pond. Lots and lots of all of those, but not one pair of proper shoes. In fact, I did have a pair, but I don't know if I threw them away or give them away because they were heely, you know, and I can't do it. Not anymore. Definitely, I can't even stand in them anymore. I used to be able to walk and dance in them. Now, I can't even stand. I'm like, whoa, I'm all wobbly. Amazing. I've lost it. I've lost the ability to walk on 2 points. Anyway. Oh, I am going to get off and upload this. I'm going to drink my tea, put my feet up and listen to River babble, because she probably will. Or she's watching Paddington. So, yeah. And hopefully recharge my batteries before I have to go for another beach walk and see the sunset. Which I don't know. If it's spectacular, I might just film it. And if I do, I'll put it on Rocksteady. So thanks for watching. Don't tell anyone I showed you the baby, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And hopefully tomorrow I've got those new yarns to show you. Bye for now.